all set?
I'm good.
I would like you to talk about, you said this is the only thing you've done for 11 straight years here in the state of Alabama, and I'd like you just to get it on camera here, why you do it.
Well, you know, Mike and Mickey do such a fantastic job in helping young people through Team Focus have a better opportunity to be successful. And, you know, we've got the same kind of philosophical, cultural impact in Nick's kids that I think they do to a huge degree. And we just support so much what they do and think that it's a great example and shows great leadership and what people can do to give back to others and have a chance to be successful. You know, we spend our whole life learning how to be successful, harvesting our gifts. At some point in time, you know, I like to recognize people who are willing to give back and do a lot for others.
Coach, it's amazing how many coaches that Mike has come in contact with or has helped, and you're the similar case. Is that a joy in this profession when you bring people up and then you're competing against them?
Well, I think we all have a special sort of respect, you know, for each other in our profession. I think a lot of coaches probably share the view that we have the greatest profession in the world because we have an opportunity to impact young people at, you know, a time in their life where we can help them be successful through the leadership that we show, the programs that we have, whether it's personal development, academic support, how they develop as football players, the work ethic, the perseverance, the overcoming adversity, the pride and performance. All these things make our profession special for young people. And I think all coaches sort of have a special feeling about each other because we do that. And we have to compete against each other, and sometimes we don't even like each other, but we have a special respect for the fact that we all do that and we all help young folks.
Coach Tua, I guess, was at practice today. What can you say about his status for the rest of the
Well,
week?
I've already said what his status is. You know, I said he was out, you know, the other day. He re-injured his hand and we were going to hold him out the rest of the spring. So that hasn't changed.
Coach, you're the self-proclaimed highest paid graduate assistant, I guess, in the secondary. What have you found in your coaching career that can unite a young group or an inexperienced group?
Well, I think the most important thing is knowledge, experience, so that they feel and can develop confidence, you know, in how to play, what to play, why it's important to play it that way, whether it's man-to-man coverage, zone coverage, you know, deep part of the field, short part of the field, blitzing. There's just a lot to it, and we are going to have a young group, you know, back there, and it's going to be challenging for us, and we have a lot of patience in trying to develop those players, and we're going to have some young players that come in, you know, this fall that are probably going to have a great opportunity to make an impact as well.
There is the story out there about you'd like to have hired Hugh Freeze, but maybe the SEC stepped in to say we would prefer not. Can you confirm or deny that is the case?
Well, you know, I have a tremendous amount of respect for Hugh Freeze as a coach. I think he did a fabulous job when he was at Ole Miss. He has been a friend that I've, you know, shared ideas with and spent time with, and know his family as Miss Terry does know his family. So we have a tremendous amount of respect for him. So we also have a lot of respect for the SEC and, you know, what they think is in some cases best for the league relative to circumstances that people created for themselves. But I have a lot of respect for Hugh, and I think he'll be back in our profession, and, you know, we wish him and his family the very best, and if we can do anything to help him, we'd be happy to do that.
What a couple of your players today interviewed talk about how special the spring game is to them and the closure of spring and then the renewness of getting ready for the fall. Does it ever get old for you, or do you refresh every time and go at it like it's your first one?
Well, you know, I don't know that it'll ever be like the first one. I mean, when I walked in the stadium 11 years ago and there were 95,000 people there, that was probably had as much to do with the success that we've had at Alabama in building a program, because it was a tremendous message that people sent in terms of the togetherness, the support they had, and the confidence that they had that we could build a good program. And I think it made a lot of players feel like this is going to be a good place to come. And through that support, we've been able to provide a program that creates a lot of value for players, and a lot of our guys have had a lot of success. We have a very high graduation rate. We have the most players that have played in their last game in Alabama with a degree of any school in the country, and we have the most guys playing in the NFL. So we feel like, you know, the program has created tremendous value, and that continued support, people coming out to A-Day, is something that I think our players really appreciate.
Lee Corso called you the greatest coach in college football history. What's your reaction?
I don't really, you know, everybody's entitled to their opinion. You know, I think there's been a lot of great coaches in college football. I think we've been very fortunate to have a lot of great players and a lot of great coaches who have helped us have success. And, you know, our focus is on, you know, how successful can we be with the group of players that we have right now. That's what I think we owe them. And we certainly thank everybody that's been a part of helping us be successful at Alabama, but I also think every thank you has an IOU, so we owe every player in our program everything we can do to help them and support them.
All right. Thanks, Drew. Thank you.